So once you guys get your mission, what you're going to do for your business, and then you get, okay, this is when I'm going to work. This is when I'm going to be white on rice. This is when I'm going to be available. This is how I'm going to set up my business. The next part that we get into is, okay, cool. How do you blow out your business? How do you have the best marketing systems in the world so that you get as many clients as you want? I'm going to task Jenny with making sure to watch you guys. She's going to be your point of contact to watch you guys, that you're keeping your word to yourself on the boundaries that you set up. Because every one of you guys said work-life balance. Kristen said healthy, right? Those are all symptomatic of you being able to set boundaries and keeping boundaries. It also comes into play when you have a marketing system that you do over and over, so that you're never short of leads either, so that you don't feel like you need to take that bar that abuses you every Sunday and makes you show houses over and over and over, and they're not even gonna be freaking buyers, right? Like, so when you have a marketing system that you're doing and you're constantly getting new leads in there and you're being able to evaluate them, what's their motivation? Are they buyers now? Are they sellers now? Okay, cool. I'm going to allocate my energy to that. Then you can really, really crush it. What I'd like to do is go to the marketing system today. The minute that I go to the marketing system, I can lose people sometimes, right? They get in the marketing and then the business starts picking up and then they're going and going and going. And then, so I just want to throw that out there. So I'm really throwing it as a caution to you, and I'm throwing it as a caution to Jenny too, to watch them. Okay, because you'll see my story really quick in real estate. I was a top producing loan officer in the nation, one of the top in the nation. I left that in 2013, and I wanted to see if the marketing system that I did would work in real estate. So I was a realtor for 6 months. I closed 7 transactions in my 4th month, and I was like, okay, it works here. Guys, it works better in real estate than it does even in loan officing, the stuff that we're about to teach you. It literally works better. I was blown away, and then I was like, man, I'm not going to build teams and doing all that. And you guys know, closing 7 transactions in 1 month in real estate's like 20, Jenny, in lending on your own. I was like, okay, this works really well too. So we're going to get into that now, okay? But can we have that agreement that you guys have to help us with the boundaries? It's about to get really real, okay? In Facebook right now, there's a Facebook group called Great Realtors and Loan Officers Masterminding. If you can pull up that group, in that group, scroll down to the second post, I believe, or the second or third post. I just asked a question. I said, hey, realtors, help me out. What's going on in your market? I want you to answer that in the comments, and this is going to be the basis of your Facebook post that you're going to do to your personal page right now, and I'll talk about it in just a second. So use the comments just to get the ideas out. What's going on in your market right now, according to you? Is it a seller's market? What's going on? Is it a dual market? Is it a buyer's market? Is it have sellers started to change a little bit? Have buyers started to change a little bit? What's going on that you're seeing right now in your market? So just answer that, and then I'll go to the next step. Guys, every Thursday, you're going to do a social post on your Facebook, on your personal Facebook, on Instagram, LinkedIn, and email it out, where you are going to be branding yourself as a trusted advisor to your network, okay? We produce posts on Wednesday for loan officers, and a lot of times they're going to work for realtors too. If you look on the website, we have 200 posts that we have done in the past that have all worked. Here's the deal, is that just being consistent on social, this is how people make their decisions a lot of the time for what realtor they're going to use. It goes like this. In marketing, they call it the 11 p.m. conversation. One of the spouses rolls over in bed and goes, honey, we need a bigger house. The next thought that you want them to have is, gosh, I see Kristen all over the place. Why don't we call her? That's how people make the decision, okay? So that's obviously a generalized way. It doesn't have to happen at 11 p.m. But that's how people make the decision. So in order for you to maximize your business, you have to be what they call, obviously, top of mind. So this is one of the key ways. This is not a place to say, hey, I'm a realtor, use me. This is a place to tell stories. This is a place to give relevant market update information for people, so that that's valuable, right? That somebody can go, well, gosh, I just saw Laura's post and she was saying it's starting to turn into a buyer's market a little bit right now. Like maybe we should sell our house now. I don't know. Why don't you call her, right? That's how they make the decision or message her. We're going to give you a Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday system that you do every week. We're going to work backwards. We're starting on Thursday. Thursday, you do a social post, okay? We will produce one for you. You take it and you, what Jenny calls genify it. Put your own language, put your own spin in it. Until you get comfortable with it, you can copy word for word. But what you want to do is over time, you'll start to develop your own voice with this. So right now, I want you to take what you just did in the comments, and then I want you to do a post right now for your Thursday post. Just a quick market update. Hey guys, want to give you a quick market update. Hey, you know what? We've seen a change in the market. Want to keep you guys up to date. Hey, Charlotte peeps, want to let you know that we're seeing houses are starting to stay on the market a little bit longer. If you're thinking about selling, that now might be a good time. Something like that. Like and ready for this? I want you guys to all honor any fear that you have around this and do it anyways. Everybody right now, when they start doing something new, go into like, what's somebody gonna think of me? What's blah, 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 blah. You'll develop your voice over time. The master skill is getting yourself to stay in integrity with your word, in which you're gonna say, hey, I'm gonna do one every Thursday, and I do it no matter what. Even if it sucks, I do it. As I said, this is one of the key branding pieces to the marketing system. But honestly, like making somebody laugh works. Being goofy works. Being valuable works. What doesn't work is like, hey, use me. I'm a realtor. And then it's like, get out of here, right? Like,
what works is authenticity.
Authenticity, yes.
If they know it's you, right? If it's your voice, because there are agents that pay companies to post on their Facebook page like it's them. Guess what? You can tell that they're paying companies to post on their Facebook page. Right?
So you know what I see so many loan officers and realtors, they'll see a market update from NAR, and then they'll take the link and they'll put that in their post. Nobody's reading that. Nobody's going and reading the NAR. What you want to be is the person that translates the NAR report. So in your own voice. Does that make sense?
A lot of times too, I would frame these posts as, hey, somebody just asked me this and I thought it could serve everybody.
That's a great way to do it. Yeah. Just got a question. I just got a question about the market.
And I think it'll help all of you. Yeah. Want to make sure I serve my network. That language works really well.
Yeah. Another one is I just showed a lovely couple a house and realized this. Something like anything like this, or you guys will never believe this. I just, anything that, but it has to be the way that you talk, right? Like it has to be the way that you talk. The only thing that matters is done. Nothing else matters. I can't tell you how many things I've bombed in my life, but then I come behind it and I'm like, oh, well, at least I did it. And then I learn from it, and then I do better next time. So you'll develop a voice. So this will be so easy for you in about 6 weeks. But until then, you literally just have to go through the process of making yourself do the action. In order to have an amazing life, an amazing quality of life, an amazing income, you're going to have to do stuff that's going to be outside your comfort zone. So the master skill is making yourself do the things when you don't feel like doing it. Our mission is to get you guys the results that we promise. The results that we promise are that you create financial freedom and time freedom in your life. Have great businesses with financial freedom and time freedom. Okay. In order to get those results, you're going to have to do stuff that you're not going to feel like doing sometimes, like a Facebook post, right? Right now. Right. You see that? Okay. Like right now. So the master skill is, how do you get yourself to do the stuff even when you don't feel like doing it? Because here's the truth, you won't feel like doing it. In order to achieve big success in life and to have an amazing quality of life and to have an amazing income and to be financially free and to have time, the skill becomes, I don't evaluate the way that I feel. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do something no matter how I feel. That's the skill that everybody has to get. I don't feel like doing it. How do you make yourself do it? Right? Shear's talking about she wanted to lose a bunch of weight and be in best shape of her life by age 50. Her husband's sitting next to her eating Hot Pockets. How does she not eat Hot Pockets? Right? Like, what's the process of not eating Hot Pockets? You have Jenny as your coach in here. I say this with all sincerity. This is all Jenny did. In 2.5 years, she did what we told her to do. And in the 2.5 years, she was able to pass her business off to her business partner. She gets 50% of the income on it, and she's able to coach right now. She did it. So you have you have a coach that did the stuff. And this is how Jenny did it. I'd say I'd do this in group. She'd get resistance, and then she'd ask me about the resistance, and then she'd do it. So she'd go like this. Well, D, I don't know. My market is there. Well, my team is this. And then I just kind of sit with her, and then she kind of, okay, I'm going to do it. Like, this is what she did really well, is she addressed the resistance on the spot. Master skill, honor. I don't feel like doing it. Cool. Do it anyways. If you what every human does, and I think you'll see this in every area of your life, what every human does is, health's the easiest one. I should go to the gym. The next thought is, I don't feel like it. Oh, cool. I don't feel like doing it. That means I'm not doing it, right? That's the easiest one to evaluate. So the only way to get results, which is our promise to you, is then we need your buy-in on, I'm going to the gym. I don't feel like it. I go anyways. And you train yourself to do the activities not based on how you feel. And over time, then you become a healthy person, right? That's how you create a new identity. Like, what we're going to do in here, like, you'll see really quickly, you're going to create a new identity of a systemized realtor, of a realtor that has an amazing business, of a realtor that doesn't work more than 40 hours a week, of a realtor that has an amazing income. You're going to see that you'll get there really quickly. The buy-in that we need from you guys is just like, I don't feel like doing that post. I honor that. Cool, but do it anyways. And if you need to talk about it, cool, Jenny can help you talk about it right there. So let's move to the next day. So that right there, do that on Instagram, do it on Facebook, do it to your email list, get into a habit of just getting out there. You're just serving and having fun. So what we do with Thursday's the minimum. So what we're going to talk about here today, everything that we talk about is the minimum. Start with Thursdays, start with our stuff, use that, put your own voice to it till you start learning your own voice. You don't want to get into like, I only do it on Thursday in this stuff. You do want to be like, you'll get to a point that it becomes more organic in that I at least do it once a week. What we started out doing with everybody's got to do a video. You know what the next thought was? Oh my God, my hair, like the lighting. What if I don't say? And then they literally spend like hours like, hi, this is Kristen Vinay. Hi, this is Kristen Vinay at the. And it was literally like 2 hours sometimes people would spend on just getting a 30-second video out. So then I'm like, okay, stop. Copy and paste, get it done, get your voice, learn over time, right? So that's what we're doing here too. If once you do have a voice and you can pick up a video and you can even mess it up and keep going. Hi, this is Kristen Vining at the blah, blah, blah team. Okay, hey guys, like you can keep going after you mess up. You'll get your voice, but in the beginning, don't just do one a week. Does that make sense? So you get your voice. So the data is actually they're out at 30 is the data, and so. It's like, and it's hard. Jenny and I talk about this a lot. Like, it's hard, but you'll learn over time to get right to the point. And, but is that cool for everybody? So the agreement to have with you guys is at least one on Thursday. Is that fair?
And Derek posts a sample usually on Wednesday of what you can post. But if that doesn't resonate with you, or you don't want to do, like, all three of you are from Charlotte, you may have this similar circles. So you may want to go back to the website and use previous ones so that everybody's done. So
we have 200 on the website. I've been doing this for 5 years now. So it's every post we just put in there. And I can tell you this, the amount of business that people have gotten off those posts, literally just that, you'll kill it. If you add your own spins to that. If you're ready to go and you got video, Kristen's right. You'll get more like videos. Just people can relate a little bit more to you on video. They'll get to know you a little bit more. But what we saw is we started with video, Kristen, and then 2 people would do it. because of their hair and the way they looked. And oh my God, I hate the way I look. Right, the whole thing. And then they just wouldn't do it. So I was like, look, just post. If you're feeling good and confident, throw down a video. But the only thing that matters is done. And again, sometimes it's just questions too. Hey guys, what are you seeing? Right on there. So it's fun. But now you can be in organic conversations with people. See that? Every old school methodology like is fine in 1980, right? But we're not in 1980 anymore. So everything that these people are teaching, especially, but it's same in loan officer, Chris. Like the thing that people are teaching with the door knocking and the pop by somebody's house, like you get shot now basically if you pop by somebody's house unannounced. You know, it's like, so I love some of those old things. It worked back in the day, but now it's like, look, do this stuff, talk to them organically right now, so then have a conversation with them, and I'll show you how this all plays in together in the system.
Before you go, let me ask you one question.
Yes.
If you have a personal page and a business page, are you posting to both?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a reason to do away with the business page?
No, keep it, because someday you might want to run ads off of it, but they don't show those posts to the people that liked your page. They just don't show them.
Okay.
They make you pay for it. So they're like, you'll have 1,000 likes and like 7 people will see it.
Okay.
So you have to use the personal. You have to use Instagram right now too, especially as a realtor. You have to be there.
I've got groups where family people and certain things you can say to certain people.
Nope. You know what? I'm going to help you out with that right now. You want to be congruent in your life. You are Laura Taylor realtor. You are Laura Taylor mom. You're Laura Taylor wife. You're Laura Taylor community member. You're one person. You're one person that serves people.
Okay.
Congruency. You're not something to all these different people. Like, just let it fly. The more authentic that you are, and the more that you're, a trusted advisor, a real person, the more that the world will beat down a door to come to you. So that's Thursdays. On Mondays, okay, one of your greatest time wasters in your business is you answering status update calls from people that are buyers, the people that you have that are listings, people that are under contract. And so what you're going to do is you're going to change your business model to, on Mondays, you're going to tell everybody up front in a service level agreement that you will send them a video detailing exactly what's going on with their house every single Monday. You will send them a video detailing exactly what's going on in the market. Somebody's looking for a $500,000 single family home and they're in your network. You're going to send them a video, an update video. Hey, listen, Mr. Smith, nothing came on the market this week. I do have my eyes and ears on the ground for you, and I'm looking around. I'll reach out if a house comes in your wheelhouse. Same thing on buyers, and same thing on under contracts, right? So the amount of time that you're spending on a reactive place, if somebody's already sent you a text or an email saying, hey, what's going on? Is the appraisal back? Is the home inspection done? Did the lender get the loan done? All those questions right now in a reactive isn't upper level service, because they're already anxious if they're sending you an email. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. They've already spent 48 hours asking their husband if they can reach out yet to you. Can I call her yet? 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 I don't know. Right? So now they're doing that, and you're off in some other thing, and it's a Thursday night. And that's why people are always in these like almost frantic states when they're dealing with you. So when you shift to my service level to you is you're going to get a video from me every single Monday. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on your transaction. And that becomes your Monday in this. You will see that your business will absolutely transform, because they will get used to the updates on there instead of them calling you all the time. I'm going to let Jenny talk about this, because this was a huge shift in her business when she was a client of ours. Jenny, what did you see? Did people reach out anymore after this?
No, because they knew I did mine on Tuesdays, but they knew on Tuesdays they would get an update video and it'd tell them exactly what was going on. So I never had anybody ask what was happening.
Isn't that a little different though in real estate versus mortgage? Because real estate things are so time sensitive. Like, I feel like I'm having to, I talk to my clients pretty much on a daily basis.
Well, what you do is you send it every Monday so that they know this. So what you're doing is you're alleviating any anxieties. On Wednesday, when the appraisal comes back in and it's good, you're still talking to them.
Okay. So it's not a matter of you don't have communication with them, okay.
What it is, it's a service, it's an upper level service, but what you will see is the amount of people that won't bother you, that will treat you as a professional, that will trust you, that will refer you. They appreciate it so much. The experience of buying or selling a house is so anxiety producing for people. They appreciate so much that they're going to get a video from you every Monday letting you know. And it literally, all you're doing is calming them down, to be quite honest. Now, as I said, the house comes on the market on Wednesday and you're like, hey, it's here. I'm not saying you just talk to them on Monday. It's you're adding this in. What it does is it takes out a lot of the anxiety from people, and they so appreciate it. Your referrals start to go up in a really big way.
It also builds that trust, that integrity of, you said you were going to reach out on Monday and you reach out Monday. Their subconscious says, I can trust her.
Yep.
And then if anybody ever asks, do you have a realtor I can trust? I can trust Tony, right? The brain goes,
the relationship is dramatically different through the transaction when you do that. That's what I can tell you too.
Plus, it's just really fun because you get in this interaction with them that's different than they're used to. And they think, my people love my videos. They just loved it. I would text them. That's how I send them out, the weekly ones.
So you can just pick up your phone, literally. You can literally do this, or like I have it right here, right next to me. So I just had a place I put my phone. Boom, do it. Text it to them. Done.
This is mine. It's $11 on Amazon, and it has a Bluetooth remote, and that way you're not pressing the button. It's golden.
Yeah. So that's Monday too, and now you're getting on top of it on Monday, and you get this done by noon on Monday. You literally have won your week already with your clients. You're so far on top of the game right now with your current pipeline and your current clients. And then we go to Wednesday. All right. So part of the program is, this was the secret that how I said in my 4th month, closed 7 transactions. This was the secret. This is how I did that. Is that you have a defined Realtor for Life program that you put people in. Okay. And what that is on the realtor side is just like how your doctor has. Every 6 months, you check in with your clients to see if they have any questions about their HVAC, any questions about their landscaper, do they need anything done with their house, that you have a defined VIP Realtor for Life program. Defined meaning it has to be real, it can't be made up. This is the technology that we use for this. You know how right now your doctor sends you a text now to schedule every 6 months? They don't call you anymore. You know how they do that? We built that same thing for you guys in there. And so within the next month, we're going to do it for you, where all you have to do is put people into this, and it will text them automatically for you and say, hey, listen, it's been 6 months. So important to me that you don't have any questions about your real estate. Reach out if you need anything. The process is, I'm going to pull Terry on either next time or the time after. He needs to get, this is like a really upper level thing. So he needs to get your phone numbers. You're going to get an own text line, and he's going to show you how to do that. Literally at 6 months and a year, you don't do anything. It's going to text them automatically for you. You're going to get texts that are like, oh, I was just thinking about you. We're thinking about listing our house. You literally will get that. Not kidding. Sometimes you'll get this. Hey, I'd love a name and number on my HVAC's out. And you message them back, right? But what changed for doctors is, remember how they used to have like an admin calling you every 6 months? They hated their job. They were bothering people. They shifted to this technology where now you just get a text. Hey, it's time to schedule a 6-month checkup. Now you call them to schedule the checkup. Now the admins are happy because all they're doing is answering the phones. Does that make sense? So what we built that for loan officers, and we'll build it for you too in there. It's just a simple 1 or 2 line thing. Let me show you how to do it. Okay. So Tony, let's say that I knew you somewhere in my market. I would say this. Hey, Tony, I have a VIP Realtor for Life program where I check in like your doctor does every 6 months, just to make sure you don't have any questions about your house. If you need anything, contractors or anything, would you want me to put you in that program? Is that valuable for you? That's it. Cool. So what it is I'll text you every 6 months to check in. So just text me back if you have any questions, anything about your real estate. Is that something you want me to put in? Yes. Okay, cool. What's your number? What's your email? Awesome. That's how I did it. That's all I did. I did it for like 60 days. And I'm not kidding. I closed 7 transactions because this is what happened. We were just talking about selling. Literally, like they'll do that. Or they'll go, well, my son's moving back to the area. Oh, yeah. Like, can I get him to call you? I'm like, sure. So I didn't even have to get it to the 6 months that they were getting it every 6 months. I got 7 like that. Here's the deal: is we call it VIP for a reason. You do not want to put everybody in this. These are
Right.
only people that you like and want to be their realtor for life.
And introducing it and getting permission is key. So I'm an overachiever, and as soon as I learned about this, I'm like, I'm gonna dump my whole database in there. You can't do that. You have to tell them what it is and ask them if they want to be a part, so that when they get the text, it's not solicitation and it's not
Gotcha.
scummy. Yeah.
It has to be real. It comes from a real place. It comes from this. It is so important to me, Tony, that you always have a realtor for life that can answer any questions for you that are any real estate. So I have a VIP program. I think you're awesome to work with. I totally enjoyed it. Do you want me to put you in that program? Do you feel my heart on that? Like, that's where it comes from. It's that right there. It is the easiest thing in the world if it's absolutely true. I have a desire to serve you. If that's where your heart is right now, I'll tell you, the worst I ever got was somebody's like, "What's up, sales guy?" Most of the people are like, "That was awesome." So we were just friends from church. That's how I knew Hillary. And she was one of them. About the 6 months, her husband reached out, and just by me saying that to them and putting in that program, she was, "Hey, we need to sell our house and buy our house." I was already getting out, so I was like, "Let me refer you to somebody." But she was one, and just from putting in, but that would have never happened without that conversation in there. And what I want you to hear from her is she wasn't like, that was annoying or a sales guy. She was like, that was really cool because we were friends, and now you invited me into your professional circle. And then we ended up having a professional relationship in business now too, even from that. But that's it. And then you put it into the technology. It texts it for them automatically every 6 months for the rest of their lives. I know without a sliver of doubt, I would have done the same volume in real estate, if not a lot more. I think it's more powerful in real estate, and I'll tell you why. Is because according to NAR, every 9 years people buy and sell. That's a big number now. It used to be 5 or 6, but they're saying 9 right now. If you have 100 people in your VIP Client for Life program, typically they sell and buy, right? So you take 100 and you divide that by, I think we did 8 years. That's 12.5 transactions, but you double it for the buy and sell side. So you get 25 transactions a year from every 100 people you have in there. In lending, we track this number. We got a 1-to-1 ratio on referrals too from everybody that was in there. It was literally 1-to-1. So we're just starting the realtor division right now, but I have every reason to tell you that it's the same. It happened to me. So 25 times 2, then you're at 50 transactions for every 100 people you have in there.
Crazy.
It's literally, and then you can do your own math on what 50 transactions is, and what if you had 200, right? Now it's like, now you do that own math right now. It is, I can't tell you guys how real it is. I want you to watch back this video because everything that I've said matters. Is if you skip the heart part. Hey, I've got this Realtor for Life program. Would you like to be in it? Nope. Doesn't work. Literally. Same words, but the way you say it. Isn't that fascinating? I remember exactly when I taught this to Jenny and she started doing it, and she called me like a week later and she was like, dude, I had this conversation. There were 3 people that were just like, oh, you'd be so happy. We just bought a new house. I can't tell you how big and real this is. And all it is 3 days. It's Monday, you're done by noon, you're adding a big level service. This is what it is. It's put 3 people in VIP Client for Life on Wednesday. So throughout the week, don't just do it on Wednesday. Throughout the week, you're sitting at your kid's game, you're at the church, be as organic as possible, right? But you can do it off these posts too. So somebody's going to write to you, you're going to have a conversation with them, And then it's literally just a quick, hey, you were awesome to work with. I've got a special VIP. You want me to put you in it? Boom. All you got to do is get 3 in a week. In 1 year, you're at 150 people in VIP Client for Life. And literally everything about your life and business has been transformed. It's literally that powerful.
But
Cool.
if it's somebody you know too, like if they engage with your Facebook post and start asking you questions and you start dialoguing back and forth, if you like that person, they're a great candidate too.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be somebody you've already closed a home for, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and the benchmark is just by Wednesday each week that you put in 3. But as I said, you're sitting at your kid's game on Saturday. That's a perfect one right there. The most as organic as possible. And then if you haven't been organic, then by Wednesday, then you have to start reaching out, and that's fine. But what you want to do is you just want to get that habit. Like, all I got to do is have 3 in there by Wednesday. And literally that, guys, I'm not kidding. It can be it's that simple. You put it in, you don't even have to think about it again. It's texting automatically for you. They're reaching out. Like, the work that you do is the video updates personalized to them. That's work. Do that. Your service levels are insane. You'll get a lot of referrals. Put people on VIP Client for Life. 3. Do 1 post by Thursday, and you literally will have all the business you want within a year. Okay, so like let me be clear that there's a compounding effect to this. It's not like the first week. All I can tell you is I did it, and I did it methodically and very consistently. In my 4th month, that's when I closed 7 transactions from it. Brand new. I wasn't a realtor at all. So I know that that it's that real. But the thing that anybody does get, if you hang around me long enough, you'll realize I'm just consistent. There's nothing special about me. So consistency's hard, but it's not. The hard part is making yourself do it. Right? So consistency is not hard. The master skill is, I can't emphasize this enough. Do not evaluate the way that you feel if you're going to do the activity. That's it. That's what it is. Because the truth is you're not. So if you, the secret to consistency is I stop evaluating the way that I feel if I'm going to do something or not. That's it. That's all you have to master to be consistent. It's Wednesday. I don't feel like getting 3 VIP Client for Life. So I'm not going to do it. Now you're not going to have a business, right? It's Wednesday. I don't feel like having 3 VIP clients. Okay, but that's not a reason for me not to do it. It's literally it. And if you want any more information on that, like if you want to get in on that too, Mel Robbins' 5-second rule is unbelievable stuff. Literally, she talks about it, the whole book. And for me, I love it because it's real, because it's not just made up. Transform your life, work, and confidence with everyday courage. That is real. Your amazing life, your amazing income, your amazing business, it's just having the courage to just do the activities. That's it. And she does a whole study on it. She tells you why your brain will always try to sabotage you and get you not to do something. All I can say is honor it. I don't feel like doing it. That's cool. I totally honor it. I don't feel like doing it. But keep your word to yourself. You start keeping your word to yourself, I'm telling you, that's what we talk about on Monday. That's where you get all the juice. That's where you get all the power. That's where you'll achieve all your missions. You just keep your word to yourself.
Yeah.